Dana, Vanna, hi Vanna, Bricka, Butterfly. There you go. Bye bye. Hey, Dindy. Music Biz Marty. I will not be writing about Music Biz Marty. I don't really know him. Hey, Rebecca. Didn't I block you? I don't even particularly I've heard of Music Biz Marty, but that's it. Did I sleep? Entirely too long, actually. Eight oversleep makes me more tired. Yeah, it was like 7:45 when I woke up. Gonna hold some Xanax laced with fentanyl. Go called a tow truck to Chantel's house. He's grape goat. Is he still dead? Oh, and by the way, hello, reptile. Hey, Jerry. Some try to submit a fake obituary to the Chicago Tribune and tell me if he can. If he says he stopped being alive, I think we should give him the benefit of the doubt. Hey, Pickleface. Hey, Killface. We got all the faces here. Hey, Big Dick Daddy. What is topic tonight? Apparently, Music Biz Marty is the topic. The sector is on fire. Go on Monty's stream? No. I said all trolls sending condolences. Is he that hated? I know nothing about him, so I couldn't tell you. Anyway, because I was so late getting up, I wasn't able to go to the grocery store. Then having a crush on Billie Eilish when she was 14. I mean, when Amber Lynn was 14, she had a crush on Billie Eilish, or she had a crush on Billie Eilish when Billie was 14. Hey, Jordan. Because I mean, Billie Eilish is she's a good looking woman. She's an attractive woman. I'm not going to blame her. Definitely reasonable for people to crush on her. Yeah, 14. Okay, so yeah, that's creepy. That's gross then. May he meet us at the horse stables in heaven. Why is J Dot? Why is Dandy never in the same room as J Dot? Good question. Dandy, are you and J Dot secretly the same person? Are you secretly J Dot? New conspiracy theory just dropped. J Dot is Dandy's alt. But do you never wear your new shirts? I do. I cycle through my shirts. Over the course of a week. I'm not wearing the same shirt 2 days in a row. No callbacks. Yeah, I've worn all my new shirts. J Dot is a hefty girl from Texas, and I'm a man from the Southeast. So you say, so you say. Trump and Trudeau deal deposit tariffs. Trump is an enormous asshole. You know that? Like, hey, comic book. Like, he's pissed off allies and got nothing out of it that wasn't already agreed to. Like, Canada was already going to, like, spend $1 billion on border security. Like, that was, like, there was nothing new with that. That was agreed with Biden 2 months ago. And, like, I mean, yeah, it's not like mainstream news is going to good news all around. No, it's not good news all around. It's eroded trust between Canada and the US. And that's bad. Where does pipe come from? I don't know, it's just icky. It's just icky being weird. Trump wants Canada to stay. Yeah. Trump's just an asshole. Meanwhile, Musk is just fucking engaged in a fucking coup as well. With a bunch of assholes in their early 20s. Fuck off, Rebecca. I will fucking block you again. George Bush doesn't care about black people. Are you affected all by the tariff? I mean, not yet. Tariffs didn't go into effect. But yeah, Rebecca, I just want you to know that I find you exceptionally annoying. And the next time you annoy me, I am just going to permanently ban you. I just want to make that clear to you. I honestly, I just find you an incredibly annoying person. So my advice to you is to not talk about politics at all. To not ask me about. I didn't unban her. I don't know how the fuck she's here. I didn't unban her. New account, probably. Yeah, the shit that Musk is doing with like just accessing all the fucking payment systems and shit, like it's just fucked up. Like it's horrible. Because like, and it's not even constitutional. He's getting rid of departments, and it's like that's Congress's job. Like he's just violating the Constitution to this shit, and it's just it's Dogeku. Department of Government Efficiency. It was named purely for meme purposes because Musk is that fucking stupid. See Sabrina Carpenter in concert this year? No plans to. No plans to see Sabrina Carpenter in concert. Azalea says Grimes smells like a row of nickels. They both look dirty. And they both seem to be pretty shitty people. Azalea Banks and Grimes both seem to suck, frankly. I have not tried a moisturizing serum. Dale Banks a hateful person. Yeah, I saw people talking about her just earlier today with her tweeting some shit about some of the people who I have no idea, Compbrook, but first time she pisses me off, I'm blocking her again. What is your skincare routine? None. Hey, Jenna. Hey, Teddy Fairy. Yeah, what was it? She was bashing a bunch of. She was bashing some of the people who won Grammys. Hey, Hubba. Yep, my birthday is Thursday. I did not watch Lady Gaga's new music video now. Gaga's just not my thing. She's not my style. What's up, Ruthie Nose? Picking scabs too much. Huge variety of cookies. Is it better than that Bruno Mars duet garbage? I mean, probably. Lady Gaga is a gay icon. Yep, I'm aware. But now I'm into indie shit. So, Andrew, yeah, I'm into indie shit. If you've heard of it, it's too mainstream type of thing. Hey, Uncle Buck. Double down on Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce comics. Comment. Hi, JJ. Who fucking cares what Bill Maher has to say about fucking Taylor Swift? Simple Plan, My Chemical Romance. No. Heartless Bastards. The Ting Tings. Um, Bent Knee. Priscilla On. Taught my dog to play piano today. Is that too mainstream? Oh, that's good. Good age to transition is whenever the person is ready to start their transition. I've not heard of any of those artists. Exactly, Andrew. That's my point. If you've heard of it, it's too mainstream. Thanks, Barry. I mean, there are some sort of, I suppose, mid-level artists. Hey, Laura, that I enjoy as well. Regina Spektor is someone who's had some bit of success, and I like her. Hi, Sable. Saint Vincent, I do enjoy Saint Vincent, and yeah, she's pretty well known. She's reasonably popular. Lady Gaga, not Lady Gaga. Portugal the Man is someone that I enjoy. The same with movies. I don't really watch that many movies in general. Hey, Christina. I enjoyed Chapel Row, and then she blew up overnight. Yep. St. Vincent, okay, lesbian. But yeah, as far as movies go, I mean, I enjoy I love Studio Ghibli, and they're not exactly unknown. Do you share a birthday with anyone famous? Probably. SM is super mainstream. Who's SM? Who was SM? Sailor Moon? Sailor Moon. Yeah, love Sailor Moon, and yeah, Sailor Moon's as mainstream as it gets, more or less. And Star Trek, like I fucking love Star Trek. It doesn't get a whole lot more mainstream than fucking Star Trek, you know? I scream whenever I turn my blinker on. My brain never developed, indeed. Star Wars. I like Star Wars before I sort of reached the point of having to start boycotting Marvel Disney just because it's too big and evil. So I figure Tuxedo Mask figurine, nice, for 140 US dollars. Boo. Spaceballs. Loved Spaceballs, yep. Axel Rose and Rick Astley. Cool, cool. Next one, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I grew up on Marvel comics. Some DC, a little bit of DC as well when I was especially young, but Marvel, always loved Marvel. X-Men in particular, and X-Men, Marvel is mainstream. What happened to Disney? I'm just tired. They're too big. William Shatner. William Shatner. I've read so many accounts that paint William Shatner as an asshole. Would you go live and Amberlynn scheduled her live? I don't know. Because I don't give a shit when she schedules her lives. Yeah, he just seems like an asshole. Original Star Trek actor. I mean, not even the original. Both Leonard Nimoy and Majel Barrett predate him, and a few other people from the original pilot, but those two in particular. Why are there so many mods? Just because I mod people on whims, Christina. Yeah. Like for William Shatner, one thing that really bugged me about William Shatner, he was at some comic convention, and there was some panel. He was on some panel, and somebody mentioned fridging. Stuffed in the refrigerator, which is a term that's used in comic book fandom to refer to bad things happening to female characters as a way of motivating male heroes. Big Bang Theory? No, do not watch Big Bang Theory. What Comic Book? Comic Book has explicitly asked not to be modded. Mod Silent W. Yeah, so like there's a term in comic book fandom: fridging. Woman stuffed in the refrigerator. And it refers to like bad things happening to female characters as a way of motivating male characters. It originated from comic book fandom, and it does get used to refer to like other mediums as well. But like the term comes from a Green Lantern comic where one of the Green Lanterns, his girlfriend was literally chopped up and shoved and stuffed into a fridge. Like one of the Green Lanterns, his girlfriend was chopped up and stuffed into the fridge, and the guy came home and found and opened the fridge and saw his girlfriend's body in there. And hey, Nadine. So I believe it was Gail Simone. I think it was Gail Simone who subsequently coined the term "stuffed in the fridge." I mean, it's something that happens a lot. I mean, you can go back. I mean, it's always been a thing. So one of the most famous examples of it is the death of Gwen Stacy. And that was sort of before it really became a thing, but that was sort of that sort of started the trend of it. Um, Another famous example was Batgirl being crippled after being shot by the Joker in a story that was not about her. It's the most expensive comic in the world. Uh I don't know what the most expensive would be. I mean, Action Comics #1 is definitely going to be up there. I'd expect Detective Comics #1 would probably be way up there. Anyway, yeah. That's just it's a term that's common in geek fandom. So William Shatner was doing some panel at some con, and somebody brought up fridging, and obviously he'd never heard of that before, because why the fuck would he? Why would he have heard of that term before? But it was briefly explained to him, and he seemed to be very taken with the term, and he kept making jokes about fridging women, and it was just like in a really gross way. Oh, Superman, Action Comics #1, by the first appearance of Superman. That's definitely way up there. That's going to be much, 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 much higher than even something like Amazing Fantasy, the first appearance of Spider-Man. Okay, Superman #1. Not even the first appearance of Superman, funnily enough. In 2022, Superman #1 sold for $5.3 million. Oh, weird. Amazing Fantasy #15 is actually more valuable now than Action Comics #1. I'm surprised, actually. Anyway, because I woke up late, I didn't get a chance to go to the comic. I didn't get a chance to go do my groceries, so I ordered supper, and my supper is now here. So give me a couple minutes to go get my supper. to go to dinner with your date now? Boo. Why do you need a date? Jeez. It's some new place that I've never even heard of before. What was the name of the restaurant again? Mosey's Southern Barbecue is the name of the restaurant. Never seen them before. So Mosey's Southern Restaurant. And went with ribs. So I'd go with their ribs. Any brisket in Canada? Sure. And beef and cheddar and rings from Portillo's. Where's the sauce? Yeah, a lot less sauce than I was expecting. Most depressing ribs I've ever seen. Not wrong. They're okay. It did come with fries. The barbecue sauce is supposed to be right on it. That is a very depressing thing of coleslaw. That does not look like particularly appetizing coleslaw, frankly. All right. I'm unimpressed. Crypto. Fuck crypto. Moid. What's a moid? I don't even know what the fuck a moid is, Dandy. Moid. Still no idea what the hell you're talking about. Barbecue restaurants in here. Not in Cornwall, anyway. I suspect it depends. Like there are almost certainly some good barbecue restaurants in Canada, just not in Cornwall. Because Cornwall sucks. Yeah, Alberta would have some. Alberta would probably have some good, good barbecue. I would think Calgary even more than Edmonton. Calgary has the Stampede, so. It's tender. Yeah, reasonably tender. Take the bits in. They can't do barbecue. I mean, like I said, Western Alberta, like I'd expect Western Canada is probably pretty good. Derogatory term for men and trans women typically used by radicalists. Not doing themselves. Hey, watcher. Move back home. I mean, not really home. Chris Barbecue comes from black people. Indeed. Move to Vancouver. You can live in a cardboard box and eat ramen for every meal. Yeah. Live in a cardboard box. Rent is $1,500 a month for the box. Yeah. Anyway, now, as far as where I'm living, so my mom moved. So she lives in a one-bedroom. My mom lives in a one-bedroom apartment, so I'm not living with her. I'm renting a room from a couple that my mom knows. I'm actually not that far from where my mom used to live. Like I said, I'm renting a room from an older couple. Can you invest yet? No. So yeah, it's just like it's. I'm actually not that far from where from my mom's old house. Are they vegan? No, that's on crypto. Crypto is a scam. It is largely a pyramid scheme. Do you like it? Nah. I would rather have a place of my own, but rents are stupid. Living in northern Manitoba. Hey, Buttercup. Can I have a program for low-income housing? Yeah, but I think I feel like it takes a while to get on there. What happened in this? Picking at scabs. Don't scuff the. What, Manitoba? Oh, northern Manitoba. Very cold in northern Manitoba. Southern Ontario is cold enough. Northern Manitoba? Jesus Christ. Here's good. Same Scabby reaching up the nose. Probably. It's always been a bad habit of mine. I gotta go wash my hands. Give me a moment. Excuse me. Keep you toasty cozy. There's income. I probably wouldn't have used them even if they had Ugly Hobo. I just wash my hands. It's and here are the fries. Fries don't look particularly great either, but I think I've had worse. I've had worse. But those fries look soggy. I've had soggier. I did genuinely worry that they'd be even soggier than this. As far as them. Yeah, they're not great. Like I said, I have had worse, but need to check your PO box soon. I checked yesterday, Jordan. Oh yeah, that was very expensive. Yeah, I checked my PO box yesterday, Jordan. I brought all those books home. Fine, Jordan. I'll try to check soon. Unless you want to live in Northwest Territory. I did once apply for a library job in Yukon Territory. That would have been really cool. I mean, fair enough, Jordan. Oh, yeah. Said before, it would have been either the greatest experience of my life or an absolute disaster. With like no in between. Yellowknife seems wild. Yeah, that's where I applied. Or not Yellowknife, Whitehorse. Whitehorse is where I applied. It's a good read. It was not written by Trump, and the guy who actually wrote it has called it his greatest regret. Heather, right now, fries. I ordered ribs. They were mediocre. And now I'm eating fries. They are mediocre. From where? I've literally already forgotten the name of the place. Moe's or something like that. Did I send you a leather jacket to wear? I have a leather jacket, Killface. Frozen pizza from a local restaurant. It's called Meh, pretty much. Yeah, I'm not going to be stuck. I'm not going to be trading stocks anytime soon. And anyway, the stock market is, frankly, as much luck as anything else. Can this work? No. I miss having regular paychecks. Sophisticated gambling. I mean, that's basically what it is. It's gambling. Stock markets are gambling, which is why the only people who really make a lot of money on it are people who already have a lot of money. Well, acid reflux. We Trump more than the pizza. I mean, a little bit of both. I'll find a job, Killface. I'll do another search today. Schnitzels? I think so. I mean, like, not the food. I've never had a schnitzel, but there is a restaurant. There's actually a restaurant in Cornwall called Schnitzels, and I have eaten there. Yeah. I think money is passe. Yeah, I'll do some. I'll do some job searching tonight. What happened to your job? I quit. I got genuinely fed up with my last job. So yeah, I quit it. Money pays bills and stuff. Yeah. Excuse me. Cough sounds harsh. Yeah, it was. It did feel pretty harsh. All right. Good night, Scapegoat. Good night, Nadine. Tuberculosis. I'm pretty sure I don't have tuberculosis. Lion say I got a job when you wouldn't be any wiser. I mean, you're not wrong. That's tempting. Certainly get people off my ass. I mean, everybody's always on my ass here. Get off my ass. I'm not, but I could be. Get off my ass. And onto my dick. Get out of my dreams and into my car. Did I ever call you Jimmy? Not really, no. Just let me worry about you. Speaking of worrying, I gotta blow my nose. Give me a second. That's better. Am I sick? Don't think so. Don't think I'm sick. Don't know that I ever mentioned this, but Cornwall has recently changed things for garbage. Um, so they've got like basically like two kinds of garbage bags now. You've got green garbage bags for organic garbage, And then for just regular garbage, it has to be like clear, see-through bags. And the bags are big, so the organic garbage I put in my garbage can. For the regular garbage, I just got a big bag sitting behind my chair now. So yeah, I just got a big bag of garbage that I just like reach over and. Back in the day, our principal pulled out the wooden paddle on us. I enjoyed the pain. I got spanked as a kid. Constant organic garbage. I mean, yeah, bones. Yeah, just anything that's organic, really, and vegetable peelings. Yeah, like whenever I'm making my rice, for example, chop up the onion and put the onion skin and whenever I get ribs, I put the leftover bones, or whenever I get like chicken or anything, I put the leftover bones. So these ribs, for example, the bones will be going in that bag. Dad whipped me with a thick ass leather belt. Whipped me so hard one time because I wouldn't eat my grandma's shitty beef stew. I pissed myself. Maybe said my own piss. Your dad sounds like an asshole, Killface. Thoughts on spankings? I'm against them. I am opposed to spanking kids. Eggshells, coffee grounds, fruits of vegetables. Yeah, yeah. I mean, and that's totally fine, Larry. Yeah, I'm totally on board with organic garbage, with bags for organic garbage. I just find the clear bags for regular garbage to be kind of annoying. Speaking of which, I'll need to grab another one. Most of all, we have to use clear garbage bags and separate our recyclables and compost. Yeah, they see containers, etc. in the garbage, they won't take it. Yeah, yeah, that's what Cornwall has done now. Would love to be spanked in BDSM culture. My mom would get like I don't know if her parents like spanked or anything like that, but the teachers would like wrap your knuckles. Regular trash, recycling, and then the food scrap buckets. Yeah. So yeah, like my mom, she's yep, like she's like she's 70s, close to 80s, close like she's close to 80 years old. So and from a small town, and she's from a small town in Scotland. So yeah, she was growing up. You got an answer wrong, whack, right in the knuckles. Why don't I have any Scotch accent? because I was born in Canada and have lived here my entire life. Even my mom rarely has a Scottish accent. Like my mom's lived here for 50 years, so even she's lost most of her Scottish accent. We get the strap on our hands by the principal, Catholic school. I assume the Scots had red hair. I mean, some do. First grade teacher did that. Dad would sign a paper not allowing us to get hit in school because he was going to let us get our ass beat twice for the same thing. Nah, it's because I just ate. Sometimes when I eat, it just takes a while for I don't know. Just for some reason, my throat ends up needing to be cleared for a couple hours. Not even something where just like drinking water clears it out. I don't know what it is. Sometimes when I eat, it's just for a while afterwards. I feel like I need to constantly clear my throat. What I have for dinner? Ribs. Barrett's esophagus. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna go refill my water though. I'll be back in a moment. Need to braid your hair into a ponytail? I know, I know. Shave my head, wear leather, and don an 80s biker look. I wish I'd have the guts to start my transition. But if wishes were horses, there'd be a lot more glue or something. I don't know. That's in the skinhead era in the 80s. Like the Nazi skinhead look. Because at this point, skinheads are mostly associated with Nazis. Join the Discord would be your transition team. Yeah, I'm just still uncomfortable with beginning it while I'm still living here. I do. I mean, there is a Discord about me that I am not a part of, despite constant invites. Skinheads were working class people. You're thinking like Judas Priest? Ah. I like Discord. I just don't have see any reason to join Discord. Honestly, I don't know. It's another thing I have to join. It's here. And rings are hard as rock. Ooh, that's not good. I have a good leather belt on my butt cheeks. Okay, hobo. Leather chains and rock and roll badassery. Yeah, Judas Priest was never something that I listened to. Yeah, Discord is it's another thing to sign up for. I've already got Blue Sky. I had Twitter and I had to abandon Twitter, and now I've got Blue Sky, and even if I'm never active on there, even if I never post on there. Can't figure you or your vibe out. I'm an enigma. No, I'm a Canadian. Probably just sign in with your Google account. Meh. Trump is thinking about canceling Blue Sky. No, he's not. Trump's never heard of Blue Sky. Seems the authority do a lot of stuff. I mean, he's doing shit whether he has the authority to or not, because he doesn't give a shit about the law. Because he knows there is literally no consequences for anything he does. Or at least, like, no consequences to him. Trump can do whatever he wants, and he's never going to be punished for it. He's never going to suffer consequences. So, yeah. Do shit that blatantly violates the Constitution? Sure, why not? What does he care? What does he care about the Constitution? So, yeah. Because, like, the Republican Party is, like, fully in lockstep with them. They don't give a shit about rule of law either, as long as they can do what they feel like doing. As long as they can get the shit pushed through that they want pushed through. They don't care about rule of law, so they're totally on board with Trump violating the Constitution. And the Democrats are just fucking useless. They're under the impression that laws are self-enforcing. Yeah, it's saying, hey, he can't do that. That somehow that'll just make it so that, oh yeah, and what do you know, he can't. What do you know? Oh, just saying he can't do that. Oh, what do you know? That worked, and now he's not doing it anymore. Fuck off. Democrats are so fucking stupid and useless and shitty. Like you're Canadian. We do have our own problems. This will take over on the Gaza Strip. Yeah, but I mean, he's basically called for ethnic cleansing. Like he's just straight up called for an ethnic cleansing of Gaza. For the Palestinians to be permanently resettled in other countries, which, like, literally, he wants to engage in ethnic cleansing in Gaza. And how many of the mainstream news sources do you think are going to actually, like, how many of the mainstream news sources, CNN, New York Times, all of those places, how many of them do you think will actually just say Trump is calling for ethnic cleansing? My guess, not a fucking lot. There might be a few people here and there for like there might be a few, someone on the editorial page, or some pundit who calls it what it is, but I figure, like, by and large, they're just gonna be Trump's controversial plan to resettle Palestinians. So yeah, it is disgusting. The Diary of Anne Frank. I've never actually read the Diary of Anne Frank. Yes, the Holocaust is real. Of course, the Holocaust was real. 6 million Jews and, like, a few million other people as well. Romani, gays, other groups. Yeah, I think at this point, like, everyone has an obligation, a moral obligation to say that what Trump has proposed is full on, straight up, a call for ethnic cleansing. You're saying the facts on that up? It's like, yeah, there's white supremacists who've always, tried to question the official numbers or anything, but no, it's well documented. The Holocaust was exceptionally well documented. I am very curious to see if any of the politicians who spent the past 16 months cheering on Israel's bombing of Gaza, if any of them are going to come out and say, oh no, what Trump said is fucking disgusting. Between 5 to 8 million Jewish people who lost their life. Pretty sure 6 million is like the generally the official estimate. People who verbally sigh all the time. What people who say sigh. I don't know. I find that kind of funny sometimes. That's even worse. Around 8 million. Yeah, I think the generally like the generally accepted number is 6 million Jews and 5 million non-Jewish civilians and prisoners of war. All right, disabled people. That was the other main group that I forgot to mention. $270,000 disabled people. A book about the Holocaust. I think it was called The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. They say the Bible was written by a Jewish person. So I recall, didn't the Boy in the Striped Pajamas get criticism for? Didn't that book get a lot of criticism? Yeah, so there was some criticism of it. Um, some people who feel that who felt that the book somewhat trivialized the Nazi regime. That it's actually been terrible for Holocaust education, apparently. A lot of inaccuracies. So yeah, the book, book, so yeah, Boy in the Striped Pajamas did get a fair bit of criticism for certain inaccuracies and for somewhat trivializing the Nazi regime, things like that. Honestly, the writer John Boyne, the guy who wrote it, not great at research. Like, it does have to be said that John Boyne sucks at research. Um, there was a disappointed that it's not mentioned on this Wikipedia article. But he was, I don't know what book he was writing, but there was a bit about red dye. And he'd clearly just like Googled how to make red dye. Tom Gibson, the movie Passion of the Christ. Meh. Hi, Mita. I didn't particularly give a shit about the movie. I did watch the movie. I didn't really care much about it. Anyway. Yeah, so he was... in order to find out how red dye is made, he Googled it, which, fair enough. Hey, sweet Caroline. But the instructions that he got... and which he added, and which he included in the book, and which somehow slipped past his editor. So his editor sucks too. Clearly doesn't give a shit about him. It's from fucking Breath of the Wild. Like literally, he just copy pasted, or he didn't quite copy paste. Like he just, for like red dye, he just grabbed ingredients for making red dye in Breath of the Wild. Zelda Breath of the Wild. Like, that is some shitty research work. Sweet Caroline, bum, bum, bum. So yeah, John Boyne. That's like that. Honestly, that's my main knowledge of John Boyne. Is Google? No, Google did not fail him. It was not Google's problem. The problem was that he did not actually look up the source he was looking at. Like he saw this, like he saw shit about fucking key swings in there, and like, sure, that seems believable. Like at no point when he was looking at it, like, that seems. Was he like, huh? That's weird. That's weird. I've never heard of that. Let me take a look at another source. Or just like, hey, let me make sure that the source I'm looking at is actually that it's something connected to the fashion world, or like it's just check your fucking sources. Like that's what it comes down to. Just check, make sure that you're looking at the right type of source. The fact that he couldn't even be bothered with that. clearly a shitty researcher. And that makes me doubt his abilities as a writer, frankly. So yeah. Yep. Good night, Killface. Google parent Alphabet plans to spend $75 billion this year. Big tech goes all in on AI. Hey, Jaja. Yeah, it's gross how much it's gross the way that AI has been embraced. Considering it doesn't do that, it cannot do what they're promising that it'll do. And like, it's being used solely as a way of justifying cutting labor costs. That's all it comes down to, is a way of saying, hey, now we don't have to pay people, or now we can pay fewer people, pay people less. Like Fantastic Four, the Fantastic Four movie. Trailer came out today, and a poster came out today, and the poster was clearly made in part with AI. And this is Marvel. Like, Marvel is a company that was literally built on art, on on the work of immensely talented artists. And they're using fucking AI now for posters? Like, are you fucking kidding me with this shit? Goddamn Marvel using AI generated art. What a big old fuck you to every single artist who's ever worked at Marvel Comics. Marvel Studios just sending a big, massive fuck you to every single artist who has ever worked at Marvel Comics. Just pissing on the grave, shitting on the grave of Jack Kirby. And like, Marvel's owned by Disney. Disney also built on the backs of artists. So it's also Disney sending a big old fuck you to all the artists who've ever worked for them. Okay, yeah. Oh man, do I ever feel justified in my boycott of Disney? Like that poster, holy shit, does that use of AI in their poster ever make me feel justified in my boycott of Disney? Hey, Michelle. So there. I ordered ribs tonight. People are too lazy to write their own descriptions of their on their eBay listings. The AI is obvious and gives you no information that is useful. Yeah. Sounds good. It wasn't great. The ribs were very mediocre, honestly. The algorithmically generated art and algorithmically generated answers and all that shit is just expecting earnings of $1.40 a share. So revenue of $23.9 billion. Yeah, it's like you get those AI answers. Like whenever you Google something now, the first result is some AI answer, and you cannot trust those. You cannot trust the AI generated answer, the algorithmically generated answer. It might be correct. It might just as easily be completely wrong. Because like the idea, it's like it's not really designed to give correct answers. It's designed to give it's in it's designed to make statements that take the form of answers. Hey, Pika, check the news. Yeah, never a good idea these days, Pico. What's real anymore? Our rage, Hobo. Our rage is real. Is Trump going to build in Gaza? Hotels, probably. Hotels, golf course. I'd assume that's what he's like. I'd assume that's what he wants. Not a Tesla factory. Probably not. Yeah, I would assume that what Trump wants to build is like a hotel, maybe a golf course. I am very curious to see if John Fetterman is going to say anything about Trump's whole let's ethnically cleanse Gaza. They did protest during Vietnam. Because like John Fetterman's been very vocal about his support of Israel this entire past 16 months. He's paid lip service. Oh, of course I care about this. I want Palestinians to be free. Free them from Hamas. It's Hamas who's at fault. Not Palestinians. It's Hamas. Hamas could end the war. He's been doing that whole bullshit. Tens of thousands of dead Palestinians is fine because we got to stop Hamas. Do you think they're going to kick out the Palestinians? I mean, I think they might try. So yeah, now that the hostages are being released and everything, I am very curious to see if John Fetterman will say anything at all about Trump calling for ethnic cleansing in Gaza. Like, if he will have any statement about it. What really sucks about that, though, what really sucks about Trump's statement, the Democrats have so little room to criticize him for it. They don't really have a leg to stand on with that. Because, they can be like, oh, he's calling for ethnic cleansing. And it's like, yeah, what the fuck do you think the past 16 months were, fuckers? Is there a certain Trump or Musk? I mean, I think they're equally bad, equally dangerous, just in different ways. Yeah, like, there's a bare handful of Democrats who have not been cheerleading Israel this entire time. A bare handful who have who are willing to criticize Israel's handling of Gaza. The vast majority of the party, they were in full-throated support of Israel bombing Gaza into the ground. Full support of Israel killing Israel. Full support of Israel killing tens of thousands of Palestinians. So, now that Trump's saying, like, we got to clear the Palestinians out, for the Democrats to now say, well, that's too far, the immediate response is going to be, where were you the past 16 months, assholes? Canada stands in Gaza? No, they've been very much in support of Israel, unfortunately. The liberals have given Israel money and bombs and shit. At one point, Trudeau did make a statement that was the most tepid criticism possible of how Israel was handling things. Just this exceptionally minor. Maybe you should try to maybe you should try to do better to limit civilian casualties. Israel put Trudeau on blast, and Trudeau immediately backed down. So yeah, Canada frankly has no room to criticize Trump's statements either. Our government can't say shit about it because, again, we've been in our government has been in full support of Israel engaging in ethnic cleansing in Gaza as it is. So. And, of course, if Netanyahu agrees with Trump about cleansing the Palestinians, then huge number of politicians are going to have to stay silent about it. A huge number of politicians are going to have to say nothing about what Trump just said, because criticizing Israel is just straight up not fucking allowed anymore. Any criticism of Israel, no matter how minor, is now just completely banned. Good dinner. Glad you enjoyed yours, Uncle Buck. Like the ADL has very successfully equated criticism of Israel with anti-Semitism. It's like they've damn near enshrined that into law. That any and all criticism of Israel is anti-Semitism, by definition. And it's like, deport the kids here on student visas that are pro-Palestine. Yep. Which is nothing new. Democrats were in favor of that as well. I do want to make clear that when it comes to Israel, both parties are fucking assholes. Both parties are just. Yeah. The Democrats were calling for those kids to be deported as well. So it's nothing. It's can't even fucking blame the Republicans for that one. Yeah, it does mean that there's basically no official opposition to what Israel is doing in Gaza. There's no official opposition to forcing the Palestinians out, even at gunpoint. You know, Trump could send in U.S. forces into Gaza and just like march the Palestinians out at gunpoint, and there will be no official government opposition to that. The only opposition will come from regular people who are going to be accused of being pro Hamas and anti Semitic, be at risk of being arrested and deported. Like, do you think fucking Chuck Schumer or Nancy Pelosi is going to say jack shit about it? No, of course not. They don't fucking. Frankly, I don't fucking care about Palestine. They've never fucking cared about the Palestinians. Yeah, Hamas sucks. They're terrible. They are a terrorist group. They are too fundamentalist. Hamas sucks. They were also inevitable. They banned innocent civilians. My argument for that, my counter to that, Larry, is that's how guerrilla warfare works. Like, not to compare the two, but it's what the French resistance did too. You know? It's how guerrilla warfare works. Why can't they isolate terrorists from civilians together? Because it's not a conventional war. Hamas is engaging in. We should have the technology. I mean, it's not really that easy though. You know, people complain about Hamas. Oh, they're such cowards. Oh, they're hiding behind civilians. It's like, well, yeah, because they can't win a straight up fight. When you can't win a conventional battle, you don't fight a conventional battle. They're not they're not stupid. They're not suicidal for no reason. You know, it's like, yeah, they're gonna fight however they can, which is going to mean, yeah, mostly just blending in, striking where they can, and then going to ground again. Yeah, yeah, Hamas sucks, but doesn't mean that the Palestinian people deserve to be murdered for it. but nobody who's in a position to nobody who's actually in a position to oppose the ethnic cleansing actually will. Rashida Tlaib will come out against it and be accused of being an anti-Semite, of just hating Israel, hating Jews, because she declares that forcing the Palestinians off their land is wrong. If the Democratic Party had any sense, good night, Uncle Buck. Might be comic book guy from The Simpsons, probably. If the Democratic Party had any sense and any sense of morals and any spine, they would be immediately rallying around Tlaib right now. But they won't. They absolutely will not. It's going to be another one of those things where there's a bare handful of Democrats who actually have spines and who actually know how elections are fucking won, who are going to be speaking out, while the bulk of the Democratic Party and the entirety of the establishment of the Democratic Party are just going to be dead fucking silent. All the fun street drugs are tainted with fentanyl. Do we know when when used to be able to score decent stuff back in the day? So depressed I need clean cocaine. I'm curious, do we know when RFK is when they're supposed to have a vote on RFK? No, apparently it did happen today. Happened today, apparently, and he was approved. Oh no, he was past committee. Now he's going to the full Senate. So yeah, apparently RFK is going to be going to the full Senate for a vote. Once again, it's going to be exceptionally interesting to see whether any Democrats vote to confirm RFK. I know the bulk of them will oppose it, but there's probably going to be a few who there's probably going to be 3 or 4 who vote to confirm him, and those 3 or 4 will deserve no fucking place within the Democratic Party and should be primaried next chance they get. Shit, they should fucking resign immediately. Like, any Democrat who votes to confirm RFK should then be just fucking forced out of office. Just like immediate recall vote. Because I know there will be a few. Know for a fact, like I can predict right now, there's gonna be a handful. I'd guess anywhere from 3 to 6. Anywhere from 3 to 6 Democrats are going to vote to confirm RFK. The party as a whole should be doing everything they can to stop that nomination. But 3 to 6 will be like, oh yeah, sure, yeah. And once again, I'm going to be very curious to see if Fetterman votes to confirm. Because he's approved multiple. He's voted to confirm multiple Trump appointments so far. And he's getting more and more criticism. Every fucking time he says something, every fucking time he opens his mouth, he gets more criticism. So will he actually have the decency to vote against? Yeah, I'll be leaving in a minute, Vanna. You went to McDonald's, Vanna? There's a part of me that misses McDonald's. He says roadkill, but I think that was a lie. Is that anger in your eyes? I got a smoothie and fries. Are you rhyming, Vanna? It was good and fresh, as Foodie says. Hey, Red Room. Just squirted in your honor. Thank you, Red Room. How was your day? I slept in too late. Slept in late, and then I couldn't do my groceries. Woke up too late for groceries, so I'll need to do them tomorrow. We'll absolutely need to wake up on time to do them tomorrow. Anyway, 2 hours, so I'm going to get going. I am going to leave now. I'll be back tomorrow. Can people say groceries or groceries? Yeah, I say groceries. I actually, more often than not, I say goshis. Chantal always used to call them goshis, so I picked up goshis from her. Otherwise, yeah, groceries. Yeah. Good night, everybody.